Fantasy XIII-2. The story so far.
Kupo! We have to figure out the labyrinth.
You'll be sure to arrive in the future you want. This must be the eclipse.
You know what this is?
He does. For he has read his history books. But anyway, greetings ladies and gentlemen, my name is Smiling4, and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XIII-2, on the way to Final Fantasy XV later this year. Last time, we completed ourselves 2 areas in one session. Well, granted I split it, but still, it counts, it definitely counts. So we took care of our 2 areas, Yasha's Massif 10 AF, and Erba 200 AF. And today we're going to the Yasha's Massif 1X AF, which is essentially an alternate timeline in which, well, people have different memories, and frankly, it's one of the most brain-breaking things in the game because of time travel reasons. And I've never been a fan of time travel, so yeah, prepare for headaches along the way. Especially on my sake. But before we get into that, the painfulness of what we assume is going to be, you know, breaking, make sure, as always, to show your support by dropping a like and a comment in the video. Oh, and as always, if you are new to my series and the channel in general, and you want to see more Final Fantasy, or you Awakened Fate, or whatever it is that you're interested into in the future, make sure you guys have subscribed. Now, let's find out what's happening in this alternate world of the Yasha's Massif.
At the summit of Yasha's stands the ruins of the Farseer city Padra. This was the capital of a flourishing civilization, storied in the annals of Grand Pulse. Here, the young Hope Estine is leading the Academy in an effort to learn more about the mysterious Oracle Drive. However, this world is not like the world of 10 AF that Noel and Serah had visited previously. Things have changed.
Especially in drastic formations. As I've got a feeling, actually I haven't checked this out, but I've got a feeling the Hope's going to be seeing us as if it were happening the first time, or maybe as if we already just met, but it wasn't from that timeline. So it'll be like we just saw each other a day ago or something. Yeah, I don't know how time travel works. I'm sorry if it just confuses you guys as much as it does me. But anyway, go through the portal. We'll see what happens.
The sun is back in the sky.
The eclipse is over. Or it never existed in the first place. History here has changed.
If the paradox
So no
didn't
eclipse.
happen, then maybe Hope never had any reason to come here.
There's still the Oracle Drive. Maybe that would have been enough of a draw for him. Only one way to find out.
Obtain an Encounterer's Gate Seal, alright.
Yule said that changing the future will also change the past. Is this what she meant? The eclipse doesn't happen because we solve the paradox in the future?
Maybe. But we can't be sure.
You'll say that if you change the future, you change the past. But what exactly does that mean? Questionably, how does that work? Isn't that how it works? Is Kai's behind the paradoxes? Well, let's find the Oracle Drive. How can the future affect the past? I'm sorry, I need to figure this out. How can the future affect the past?
But I don't get it. I can see how the past can affect the future. But how does it work in reverse? It makes no sense at all.
Yeah, well, damned if I know. Maybe Hope or Alyssa can tell us.
Assuming that they remember us in this alternate timeline continuity. Assuming. Anyway, let's see what these guys are up to.
The eclipse. What was it looking for up in the sky?
The future, maybe? Who knows?
For all we know, it could be a legend.
Welcome home.
How did you...
Yule?
Yule. Did you come through the gate too?
The one you met was a different Yule. A Yule from the future.
What?
So, you don't know me either.
I know about you. I've been watching you both.
You can see the future, can't you?
I can trace the timeline. I see the future and lead others along the correct path. I came here to confirm something I already know. You and I are the same.
What do you mean?
You, too, can show others the way.
Wait. I don't get it. How are we the same?
I'm pretty sure we already know the answer to that. But just in case, I won't spoil anything. I'm not that kind of dirty rascal. Oh, we got a live event.
It looks like Yule lives in this time too.
Noel, are you okay?
Yeah, it was just so unexpected. Threw me for a loop.
I met another girl with the same name and face as Yule from the future. What could it mean? Does Yule have a twin? Is Caius here too? Is Yule the Farseer of Cirrus? How am I the same as Yule? I have no reason for saying this.
Caius is somewhere around too, like he was back in Erba.
If he does show up again, it's going to be trouble.
Uh-huh. Next time, I don't think he'll be so quick to let us go.
Yeah. Fingers crossed there is no next time.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
We
But don't be
journeyed
too
through
sure.
Time, solved the paradox, and met two girls who looked exactly the same. And now, at last, we found our way back to Hope's Oracle Drive. He'll be waiting for us. Or perhaps he won't. Maybe after all this time, Hope has forgotten us.
And like I said, that is a possibility. Alternate timelines can mean alternate memories. Therefore, it'll be as if they never met in the first place.
I was afraid of what would happen if no one was here.
I guess the ruins were interesting enough. They didn't need the paradox to draw them here.
But the question is it enough for Hope? If what he said is true, he could or could not be here. We don't know for certain. We have to find out by walking up, back to the area where we last saw him.
This is so crowded.
Hopefully, that's where he'll be.
Doesn't look like a paradox appeared or anything.
Director, who are you waiting for?
I don't know. But I think they'll be here soon.
Well, you're right. Ta-da! Remember us? Surely you remember us from the Oracle
In a
Drive,
world where the
don't you?
paradox was solved, the eclipse never darkened the sky in the first place. No one remembered that Noel and I had been here. But, even so, Hope was there, waiting for us. Of course, his memories had changed. We had our 10-year reunion all over again, as if our last meeting had never happened. When we explained his memories had changed because the paradox had been dissolved, Hope believed us without question. And then...
I have something I want to show you.
Here we go again at the Oracle Drive. What does it have for us now? Basically the same vision as before.
It is lightning!
This is a recording of the future. We're unable to identify the location or circumstances. There is one thing we're sure about, however. And remember, we don't know what era this is. Lightning is alive in that place. In my memory, Lightning disappeared after the battle with Orphan. But she's living somewhere in the future.
So it's not just a dream, is it?
She's out there.
Then I'm going to find her. Koopa Koopa?
And you will find her, Serah. After all, you traveled through time and found me. Many years of research have finally borne fruit. It all began with the Oracle Drive. We excavated it from ruins many centuries old. Yet it recorded an image of Cocoon, supported on a pillar of crystal. It was an impossibility, an enigma. Impossible, but a reality nonetheless. This is when I learned what I must do. If it was possible to journey through time and look into the future, then it must also be possible to travel backwards and change the past.
Right.
I wanted to change history, make things better. Not just bring Lightning back, but Vanille, and Fang, and my mother.
So that's what your research was about.
Chasing the impossible, you might say. But you've made me realize something. It's clear to me now we are not the only ones who are intervening in history.
Oh?
The past has already been changed. Serah, you are the only one who remembers a time when Lightning survived the fall of Cocoon.
Yeah.
Director!
Another one?
Caius.
What happened? Did the prophecy get rewritten?
Not necessarily rewritten. It could be the original prophecy restored as it once was. Perhaps a continuation of the first recording.
If this is showing us the future, then someday Cocoon will fall. Noel, you told me in your time, Cocoon didn't exist like it does now.
Yeah. It came to ground long before I was born. After it happened, the whole world just fell apart pretty much.
But who made it fall? Could it have been Caius?
No. It couldn't do that.
When is Cocoon supposed to fall? How many years? Is it soon?
No. Not for a couple of centuries.
Oh, that's a long time from now. I mean, none of us will even be alive to see it.
But others will. Cocoon will fall into Grand Pulse. Imagine the catastrophe. Think how many lives will be destroyed.
Right. That's the future I lived in.
It doesn't have to happen. Noel, we can change the future. We can stop Cocoon from falling and make your world a better place.
Yeah, but how? You think you can go to the time when it falls and hold it up yourselves? Do you even have a gate to take you there?
Well,
It might not be necessary to travel to the specific time and place.
How so?
The future depends on what we do now, right? Yes, there is a chance Cocoon will fall, but we can start working now to prevent it from happening.
Right.
But what if you can't hope?
We can at least work to mitigate the damage. If we begin our research now, we have time. Then, should Cocoon indeed fall, we can help protect the planet and save the victims.
Okay, let's do it. We could try to solve things at the other end, in the future. While you start preparing in the here and now.
Yes, let's change the future.
If you change the future...
If you change the future, you change the past.
Serah?
It's nothing. Hope, thank you for the help.
Time will separate us, but we'll share a common goal.
Hope dreamed of changing the past. The weight of history drove him forward. But now, he's turning to face the future. A future even more frightening than the past. Serah, do you believe too? Do you believe in your own past?
I would hope that we do. Because you have a future to
Lightning was
change.
fighting in Valhalla. That's where I met her. And that's when she told me to come and find Serah.
I see. Valhalla, otherwise known as the Unseen World.
I think Lightning wants us to fix the timeline. Put it back how it was. Maybe that's why she gave me the power to travel through time and control monsters.
She was unable to do anything on her own, so she turned to the one person she trusted more than anyone. Yes, it is possible, although the idea raises even more questions.
How should you interpret the images shown by the Oracle Drive? You decide to ask Hope. Will we meet Lightning again? How do we save the future? Can we use the gates to change the future? And does the Oracle Drive show the real future? Tough call. How does the Oracle Drive show the real future? I think that's the one that we don't know the
The
most.
prophecies recorded on the device show the actual future as it will happen. Some of the stuff is different from the history I learned.
The history of the future has yet to be written. We've already learned that when a paradox occurs, the images from the device become unclear and indistinct. In the same way, as the historical timeline shifts, your own memories become unsettled.
Makes sense. Sometimes I find it hard to remember really important things. It's like a paradox is running inside my head.
The Oracle Drive records the true future, but sometimes that future is subject to change. Recordings and memory are both unstable. More than anything, this is evidence that history can be changed.
And hence why we must change it back to something normal.
It seems unbelievable the crystal pillar could become so fragile.
It was weakened, little by little, over many centuries. The war was simply the straw that broke Cocoon's back. But what does Caius want?
That's a good question. And I assume we're gonna find that out later. But for now, we need to move onward. Come over here.
No. You know, I started this journey hoping to find my sister.
Which we didn't.
But now, I want more. I want to save the future.
So do I, Serah. So do I. Time to travel again.
Kubo? Find the gate and the key, Kubo!
Right now, we don't have a clue where the artifact might be. There are still some places we haven't checked out.
We should try asking some of the people around here. They might know something that will help.
Or we can just go up here. Because this was the actual area I was trying to get to in the previous timeline. Which I'm mistaken, and this is where we actually go. Come over here, there's an item, yes, but a little more. Have Mog do his little time shift ability. Let's just scare some things. An item over here. We're gonna get ourselves 600 gil, and now if we come over here, if he's there, yep. Rift number 2 activate. There it is. Our artifact. Simple and in the open. Now I have to find the gate, which is a little more than tedious.
That fits this key.
I don't sense anything strange within the ruins, but I did feel a disturbance from the direction of the mountains, Kubo.
And he is right. Yeah, we got a lot of traveling to do, so first things first, we gotta find ourselves a chocobo to take on the traveling road. You know, something that'll lessen the time. And there it is. Come. Okay, hold on. Come on, my trusty steed! Let's go, 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 go! Whee! Alright then. And now that we've got our little chocobo rider, it's time we get to work. So I'm gonna cut right here, and I'll just cut back whenever I find something interesting to show you guys. Anyway, see you then. Alright, and here's one item to find. A little souvenir. Oh. 960 gil, that was one funny jump. And here is where you would think is the gate to our next area, but that's not even the case because there's no exclamation point. Oh no. The real location is jumped over here, back where we technically originally started. To an extent, anyway. Jump down here. Yep. Right down here, and looks like Mog found something. Something or other. But now it's time we dismount. Yep. And are ready for the next journey. Use a mysterious artifact to activate the gate and step into the flow of time. Certainly. The mysterious artifact has changed into an illusionary artifact. We obtained the illusionary artifact, and now we're ready to go through time once more.
Noel, we can change the future, can't we?
We can, and we will. Then we can go back to homes that we've made safe.
Lightning. Thanks to Hope, I can see light at the end of the tunnel. He told us that if we solve the paradox, we can save the future. Meanwhile, in his own way, and in his own time, Hope is working toward the same goal. Together, we can keep Cocoon safe. And if we do, then I know I'll be able to bring you home. I believe this with all my heart.
And all our willpower, and all our strength. But mostly the heart. That's always the main portion that we care about the most. The one that can do anything. Did she just die?
How many times must I see this?
Okay, so because we went through the gate, that happened, and... Okay, everything's just turned black and white. Got 2 new locations unlocked. Let's see here. Can't even give us any introduction into this. And since we're only 20 minutes in, I think we'll just count this as another part of the episode. Because I want to see what's going on here. I have not gone this far. But we are going into the void beyond, it looks like. Question is, where does the void take us? We're not getting any information. We're just getting a bunch of black and white static. What the heck?
Is this where I think it is?
What? You mean Valhalla?
Could lightning be here?
No. Something's different.
For starters, the atmosphere.
This isn't Valhalla. It looks like it, sure, but it's not the same.
This is the rift between gate and gate. It's the void beyond, Kupo.
So, are you saying we're lost?
Kupo.
Right.
Kupo.
I need a break. Finding my sister isn't gonna be easy.
Kupo.
Well, this is a Final
We had a
Fantasy
legend
game.
back home about a goddess.
Huh?
We hunters passed the story down from father to son. It gave us strength when times were tough.
What was it?
Never give up, for the goddess Etro watches always and helps those who help themselves.
It's not much of a legend, really, is it? It sounds more like common sense to me.
Yeah. But when the going gets rough, you don't need anything complicated. Just a reminder to stick things out. Let's just keep telling ourselves that every time we go through a gate, we're getting closer to lightning. Sound good?
Kupo.
Sounds good. This place seems weird enough. How is it different from Valhalla?
The void is simply a shadow of Valhalla. It's a space that connects a gate's entrance and exit, Kupo.
Let's go check it out.
So in other words, this is just some kind of shadow world. Kind of reminds me of Zelda. Don't know why, that's just the first thing that comes to mind. And I've never even played a Zelda game, so that's Also an odd thing for me. Wait, hold on. It's almost something.
No good. We can't get past.
Is that all you're gonna say? Okay. Let's see what we're dealing with. Can't get past here.
Go, Mom.
We cannot grab the item. Well, let's see if we can reach it with our time rift. Yep. But like we said, we cannot get to it. Not unless we can find some kind of entrance. Okay. Can't go past this or that. Is there anything we can do over here? Or is this just literally a void with nothing to progress the story for? Can I jump over this? Oh, okay, that works. Although it doesn't get us anywhere. We literally cannot do anything. So I guess we just go back? Enter the space-time distortion? We honestly don't have much of a choice. There's nothing else we can do. We might as well just keep moving forward. At this rate. Here we go again. Gates and fragments. Select a new time travel destination in the Historia Crux. There are multiple dormant time gates in each area. When a gate is activated, one of the gate icons displayed under the area named as the Historia Crux will change color. Each area holds items known as fragments that can be obtained after completing minor events or missions. The number of fragments for each location is also displayed under the area name. Unlocking a gate opens up a new location. If you get stuck, try seeing if there are any gates you can unlock in the Historia Crux. What? You now have access to the close gate option. Items known as gate seals allow you to close selected space-time locations within the Historia Crux and reset a part of their history. Press RB to select close gate and watch it as events are rewound to a point before any artifacts were obtained. Use this option to solve past mysteries once more, or to undo any mistakes that have been made. Note that using this option will not cause you to lose any fragments or key items. Press RB again to select open gate and restore history for a location you have reset. Make clever use of this option to relive events and explore every potential outcome. Okay. So we're actually given a replay mode, in a sense. Something we can do. Alright. Now this has some unknown fragments, and I assume we can go here because, well, it just lets us. And there's nothing to it, just black and white as before. But now let's discover if there's anything different, I guess? I honestly don't know how this works. What I also want to know is why it's called the locked location. Are there just a bunch of padlocks on it? Maybe chains around the outside of the area? I'm basically running out of material to think about. Okay, this looks different.
What the heck is this place?
Whoops, wrong turn.
Looks like it.
I guess if we don't resolve the paradox, this place will stay suspended in limbo.
Doesn't look like there are any other gates either.
Go back to the Historia Crux, Kupo.
Yeah, Mog is right. We should turn back.
Kupo?
Okay. So in other words, we found 2 dummy locations. Well, that's really inspiring now, isn't it? Isn't it? A casino ticket. What? Is that how this works? I honestly don't know. This key is unlocked for the Historia Crux. Yes, let's open it. Please do. I wonder if we have to use this reversal option now. Maybe reset the timeline and just change something overall. But I can't think of what to change. That's the thing. There must be something new we can do. Arclight step, you're unknown. Can we go back there? I'll try to do some off-screen solving for this one. So, in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Final Fantasy XIII-2. Sorry it's not as action-packed as usual, but I figured I might as well get it out of the way just to get it out of the way so we can progress on to the next story. Anyway, if you did enjoy this episode, even if there is no fighting, make sure you guys hit that like button on the video and leave a comment below just tell me what you think. And as always, if you are new to the channel and you want to see more Final Fantasy in the future, as always, subscribe. It helps me out a ton and lets me know how much you're into the series. And until next time, this is Smiling Dread 4 signing out. Have a great rest of your day, my friends. Take care. And hopefully by next time, we'll figure out what's going on around here. Maybe discover where we need to go. Anyway, see you guys then.